Hello, monsters around here, and welcome to Hammerting, which is, it's a bit like if you've played Oxygen Not Included, this will feel fairly familiar to you, I think. So, 2D colony builder game, but with dwarfs, which is quite interesting. And it's quite nice. I like the aesthetic, it's good. Now, I am being sponsored for this video, so I'm being paid for it. Joke's on them, I would have done it anyway. So, this is a game that's currently in early access. Now, there was a demo, but that has since gone down, I think. I think they've removed it. I don't know if it will be coming back, but it might be something to keep an eye out for. And the game is in early access, so it's... I'm not going to say bare bones. I'm going to say it's a framework. It's a framework that they're then going to build on. There's still some bits and pieces that aren't in the game, things like fluids. I don't think the dwarves are fully fleshed out yet. I think they're going to have things like a need to eat and stuff like that, but currently they don't. Because there is a trait called gluttonous that doesn't actually do anything. So I'm going to assume that that there is at some point going to be you have to feed your dwarves. Currently, they just don't get hungry. They get hurt, and they will run back to get some food to heal themselves, but they won't actually need to eat for any particular reason, as far as I'm aware. Now, we get some buildings that we can whack down. So we're going to put down the quarry. We're going to whop that there, and they're going to dig out some bits and pieces and construct that for us. So our dwarves have various stats. You notice it spells dwarf, deafness, wisdom, awareness, robustness, fervor. Dwarf, there you go. That's quite reasonably clever. And they get some traits as well. So all of your dwarves are fairly unique, and they level up in skills. They also have equipment that they can use. They carry 3 bits of equipment each, and currently they carry a pickaxe, an axe, and a sledgehammer. But some jobs need certain items, so you might not be able to carry all. You might need, for example, a ladle to do cooking. In which case, what do you get rid of, and what are they then not going to be able to do? So there's some choices to be made there, which is quite interesting. The map is huge. It's a big old map to play. There's a lot to explore as well. There's different biomes to discover, lots of special buildings to find. I found there's like a fountain where you can get moon water, a special sort of water. I found a very rich mine that you can get lots of different resources from. So there's a whole bunch of different things, and including like monster spawners and stuff like that. So stuff that is going to you have to take out to stop from spawning slimes or skeletons, that kind of thing. So you've got a quarry up, which is very nice. I'm going to create about 200 of those, and then I'm going to create about 20 of those, 20 of those, and 20 of those. So we've got some blocks of granite, some granite pillars, and some granite slabs coming along. I'm also going to create some crushed granite. I might actually even increase the amount of granite we're making. Now, at the moment, all of the resources just get they either get stored in the building itself, as we can see here, as they slowly increase. Once that's filled out, they will be dropped at the front of the building, and that need to be put back inside if they're needed for anything. So it's a bit of a waste, but it's not a super big problem, to be honest. I find storing stuff directly in front of your building is actually quite efficient resource-wise, so it's fine. I'm going to mine all the granite, and then that'll level up our little dwarf. In fact, he's already level 4, and you can see we can increase his skill points a little bit. I tend to just give them a liberal sprinkling all over the place. I don't bother really specialising them unless it's a job that I need a specific piece of equipment for. So, as well as our dwarves, we also have an overworld, and the overworld is a really interesting mechanic because there are 2 factions on that. So you can see these little settlements here we can actually click on. Like all that. And these settlements are owned by one of 2 factions, as you can see from the flag at the front. You have the League, who is a bunch of smaller kingdoms that hold together, protect each other, trade and hunt orcs for sport. And you've also got the Dread Horde, who are some, well, baddies, basically. They're evil. They're evil and need to be stamped out. Now, every so often, we'll get quests offered. So we can see we have a quest here from Gamford Bridge. So we can go there. We can accept this mission. It says they want 10 granite chunks. We'll say yes to that. Thank you very much. And quests will pop up. And there's some resources that we can't get underground. Things like, for example, wood. So the Late Wind Lumber Mill here will occasionally ask us for axes, for axe heads, that kind of thing. And they will give us wood in return. So, to get wood, we need to trade with them. And different resources come in from different locations. So, the game is mostly about exploring the mountain hold and fulfilling requests from the rest of the kingdom. Basically, we are supplying the League with resources to fight off the Dread Horde, because every so often the Dread Horde will launch an attack against one of these settlements, and should we not fulfill the request, the settlement will fall to the Dread Horde. Alternatively, occasionally the League will launch an attack against one of the Dread Horde's holdings. In that case, if we supply them with the resources, they will actually wipe out the Dread Horde from that location and burn the enemy settlement. So it's kind of a tug of war, and you are sort of pushing or pulling that tug of war by supplying resources. That's kind of your thing. Now, obviously, currently this is in early access, so whether that will change later on, whether they'll add more settlements, whether they'll make it harder, I don't know. But I quite like that idea. It feels like an interesting way to sort of like ask you to supply resources rather than just saying, hey, this is your main faction settlement and they are asking for this stuff, give it to them. It feels like you're actually having an effect on the world by doing stuff, and I really like that. That is a good thing, and I like that a lot. So, otherwise, we've also got research. So there's two types of research. There is mountain lore and there is trade lore. Now, mountain lore you get just by exploring the mountain. Basically, every time you uncover bits of the mountain, you'll get more mountain lore. Trade lore you can only acquire from doing quests. So as you do quests, occasionally you'll get trade lore points for doing those quests. We can then spend that on basically getting new research, getting new buildings, all that kind of good stuff. Now, are any of our dwarves not doing anything? You're not doing anything. You, come here. I want you to go and have a look around. What are you doing? You coming? You go. What? Where's our other dwarves? You're over there. Right. You come here. Come here. Not that one. You. Thank you. Come over here. No? You're just chilling, are you? Fine. All right. Well, screw you then. Sometimes they don't seem to want to... there we go. I've told them to mine something and they're rushing over there like the arse is on fire. Uh-oh. Slims. Oh, well, we murdered that slime. No problem. It's nice and easy. I'm going to... Okay, so, I mean, this... We can probably mine out this stuff here and probably flatten this and use this all for, like, buildings and dwellings, extra sort of resource construction, all that kind of good stuff. We've also got some mountain lore for exploring some more of the mountains. So we can actually go in and get metallurgy, which is going to be quite useful because that allows us to create ingots. And I'm going to pop that about there. There we go. So we continue to mine stuff, which is all very good. Let's take that top layer off as well. So we expand our holdings. So far so good. And we've got the quest is finished, so we can finish this quest. That's going to give us some more stuff, which is very, very good. And also some trade lore as well, which is good, because we can go in and get the dwarven trade relations. That's going to give us the dwelling building, which is quite important, because that's where the dwarves go to live. And it's... I don't know whether at some point they will, like, get the ability to... sort of sleep and stuff. Currently, they don't. In fact, I'm going to take that away because that was in the wrong place. Because if my buildings don't line up, then I don't like it. So we're going to build some scaffolding here. So they will dig down and create some ramps for us, which is quite nice. But we do want to build some dwellings. There's apparently impossible orders. What impossible order have I given you? Go down there. Well, yeah, you're not going to do that because you're building this one first. So that's, to be honest, pretty... Okay, there's one or two granite chunks being mined out there. Not very much. There we go. They've now finished. Then I'll start using some of these granite chunks to make blocks of granites and granite pillars and granite slabs and crushed granite. All that kind of good stuff. So we're going to just continue to strip off the top layer here and continue to expand down. Just mine all this flat. Now we've got the omens speak of impending battle of the Great War. Our axes may yet tip the balance. Our axes, or alternatively, some copper ingots. 3 of them, to be precise, because Nothing defeats the forces of evil like some some copper ingots. That's the one. Remember that bit in The Hobbit where, or even Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf turned to Frodo and went, "Oh, Frodo, if we don't get 3 copper ingots, we're fucked, mate." Because I remember that bit quite... It's burned into my mind, and yeah, that really was a stirring part of the film, in my opinion, when they finally got those copper ingots, and the world was safe again. But that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to supply. In fact, let's build a crap load of copper ingots because they're never not useful. Let's do that while we're also mining out all this stuff, because that's fine. Giving your dwarves too much to do is definitely absolutely okay. You have leveled up quite a bit, so we're going to just... I'm going to assume that like robustness is good for stone masonry production. It is. Anything else? Oh, awareness is actually pretty good apparently. Okay, let's make you stone man. You're going to do our stone stuff. You're great snouted apparently. Dwarf has 1 great snout. Well, its sense of smell is unparalleled. It can't be said to the advantage of his appearance. Oh, he's also a hypochondriac. Well, never mind. Right, we're continuing to dig. It's all looking pretty good. We can actually speed them up, and they will, go a bit ham, which is good. Come on, we need to make these copper ingots. If we don't have these 3 copper ingots, the forces of evil will be victorious. Can you imagine? Devastation. The dwarves aren't overly sort of like bothered about doing stuff in a particular order. I think they like... You'd think like quests, like depositing quest stuff would be quite important, but most of the time they don't seem particularly bothered. They're just pretty chill about it. I might actually have to like cancel all this to stop them from letting the forces of evil win. Can we supply? Yeah, I mean oh, slime. Yeah, it's all very well and good that you are digging, but can we get those copper ingots to the... Oh, there we go. 1, 2... Come on, just 1 more. 3. Jesus Christ, that must have been close. Right. So we can complete this mission. They got those copper ingots, and thanks to those copper... They've won a glorious victory in the Great War. Thank God for that. Ah, can you imagine if they hadn't had those copper ingots? What trouble they would have... Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about, really. It does not bear thinking about. Okay, I'm going to do something. I mean, we could do this. Sometimes you can't dig because you can't see. I wish you could like just whap a building down, and if it went, oh, actually that building, it's in the middle of a space, you can't build it there. That, cancel the building. That's fine. I'm not bothered, but I just want to be able to whap the building down, to be honest, because not being able to put the building down is kind of irritating. There we go. Let's say it's early access. You can't expect everything. So we're going to put some dwellings down because we need some dwellings. In fact, we need 3 of them. And fortunately, it looks like we've got a nice big chunk of ground down here. And there's a little cave below us, but that's fine. We can dig down into that and have a look what's down there. Should be quite exciting. There we go. We've got a dwelling. We can pop Vigolt in there. He gets to live there. Now, what they like to do is drop money off, and sort of how you make money is one of those things where I'm not 100% sure how it entirely works yet. I mean, there's all this, like, you can read stuff, but that's just not what I do. I don't bother reading instructions. Reading instructions, that's for people who want to know how to do stuff. That's not me. That's not me at all. Oh, there's a rat. Kill the rats. Oh, just annihilated him. Absolutely annihilated him. Good job. Now, what we can actually do is get more dwarves. So we can actually go to here. We can recruit more dwarves, and we get a selection of 3. So I'm going now. We've got Tough as Nails, Gambler, and Grumpy. Okay, they cost different amounts depending on what level they are. The thing is, dwarves level up so quickly that I'm kind of like just recruit the cheapest ones and have them level up. That means we also need another dwelling. So I'm going to dig this way. We might actually not have... Let's build some bees. We might actually not have enough lumber to build another one? Let's check. I don't think we do, no. So we're going to need to do some jobs for the lumber mill, and then we can get some more wood. So to do that, in fact, we've got some more quests available here. So we've got a lantern, so that's quite nice. We'll grab that one. So we have a look at the arcane lore. So we can now get blacksmithing. So we're going to grab that, and to get the woodwork techniques, we need 4 more trade lore. So we currently got 3, so we just need 1 more, so it's not too bad. So we can get the smithy, and we'll pop you down like there. Something like that. And what we could actually do is expand this upwards so they can get down to that level nice and easily. And the scaffolding doesn't actually affect where you can place buildings. You can place the scaffolding in front of buildings, so it's not going to like push the dwelling out another couple of squares. It's going to be fine. Do we actually have... Yeah, we do have some granite pillars. Lovely. We're just waiting for dwarves to take them down. Okay, so we've got the small smithy. So what we can do here now, so we can build some lanterns first and foremost. That's just going to cost us some copper ingots. That's fine. But if we want to build like some new equipment, then we have to build the components. So for example, if we want a light pickaxe, we can do something like that. Let's build 4 of those, and then we construct the miner's pickaxe because we've got 4 handles and 4 pickaxe heads. Now, you can actually get different handles and pickaxe heads, which means that you can basically like pick and choose how impressive you want your picks, which is good. That's a nice touch. I like that. We've got some more quests there. You want some swords and hardtack. That's actually quite a tricky quest to complete because that's quite high-end stuff. And you just want some copper ingots. You're going to give us some gauze and some trade lore in return. As soon as we need that trade lore, I'm going to say absolutely. So building up, looking pretty good so far. We've got some dwellings on the go. We can actually put some of our dwarves. There we go. Perfect. We still need some lumber. We don't currently have access to lumber. So we do need to get that up as soon as possible. I'm going to dig out that bit there. So we have a little bit more space to put stuff. Now, I should probably be exploring, but I'm kind of busy sort of setting up. Oh, we got ready for delivery, so we can send that off. Perfect. And do we have any more quests? Okay, so we've got lumber. So they need 2 woodsman's axes. Now, we can't currently build axes, so we need to fill out some more of these. I think, is that going to be enough? Woodwork technique? Yes, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we can build 1, 2, 1, 2, and then some of the axes. 2 of those axes. There we go. And now we've kind of got a good sort of... We've got a good industrial base. We've got another battle against good and evil, where they're again going to ask for 3 copper ingots. Eventually they do start asking for other things, but to start off with, it's just mostly copper ingots. And just 3 of them. I don't really know how 3 copper ingots can turn the tide of war, but... I mean, maybe the threat isn't as big as people expected. Maybe, you know, just chucking some blocks of copper at the baddies is enough to win a glorious victory. Maybe the danger's overstated. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Why are you not building... We got 4 of those. You still want 1 of those. Did I accidentally make... Okay, so if I do that, then we just need to make another woodman's axe. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so we've got another woodman's axe. Putting that down. We can exchange that for some more lumber. Perfect. Now, we have created some better pickaxes, and we can now equip these to our lads and ladies. Like that. And they will all have slightly better pickaxes, which is quite nice. And also we're building another dwelling down there. Now, what I can actually do is, if we build 4 of those, 4 of those, what I'll actually do... Because the... how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the lumber mill does often ask for axes and axe heads and that kind of thing. So actually having like a stockpile of them probably isn't the worst thing to have. Also, we should probably level our people up because I haven't been doing that. So we'll level you up. I say I haven't really been paying attention to what I guess giving a good like spread of stat points to start off with is probably a good idea. Eventually, maybe you want to sort of specialize them. But I think to start off with, giving them some sort of general, just in case you need them to do something. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so we can assign that dwelling to you. Okay, so far so good. We don't have any other quests to do, so it's time to start investigating the mountain. So we're actually going to start building down. And finding out what's down here. So we've been digging down, deep. Too deep. Well, actually, no, it's fine. But we have found a nice chilly place down here. I say nice. It's decidedly chilly. Our dwarves are going all over the place, murdering everything they can get their hands on, which is pretty fine, I guess. Is it fine? Who knows? Now, some of our dwarves are actually stuck, I think. Got impossible orders. What's impossible? Oh, those things. That's fine. Yeah, those are impossible orders. Now, we have a dwarf who's stranded. So basically, he's jumped down, and now he's like, I can't get back up. Which is a bit of a problem for him. We did sort of expand that. We found a big cavern over here, and you can see some of the scaffolding that I used to mine some of the copper that I found. Copper and coal that was high up on the wall. So we scaled up the wall to collect that, and we just sort of like started digging down, see if we can find anything else. We have actually found some iron over here, which is very, very nice. So we definitely want some of that if we can get hold of it. So if we do something like that, so build across. There we go. Now, I don't know if stone rock is going to give us lumps of granite, because what we need to complete these... to complete the scaffolding, we do need lumps of granite, apparently. I don't know why you need lumps of granite to complete scaffolding, but there we go. Anyway, because it's so far down, it's taken quite a long time for our dwarves to actually clamber all the way down. As you can see, he's running as fast as his little legs can carry him, but it's just not very fast. What we can do, though, is actually just build another small quarry here. So I'm going to whack one about here. And the reason I'm going to do that is because what I found is a particularly good tactic is if you just want to build downwards like I'm doing, what you can do is you can just set your little quarry just to mine as much granite as you possibly can. And because it will fly out all over the place, and if you're building a hole below where the building is, a lot of the granite will start falling down into the pit, which then, of course, you can use to then build the scaffolding that you're currently, digging down using. So it's actually quite a good strategy to do that. I thought of that by myself. You may praise me when ready. So now I've completed a whole bunch of quests, and this kind of feels like, when if you used to play like World of Warcraft or a Morpega, and you went to the quest hub, got a load of quests, completed them, and then went back to hand, and you could see all of the quest markers waiting for you. That's what this feels like. It feels like, getting stuff done, like what I don't do in real life. Oh yeah, now that felt good. That felt very good. Excellent. There we go. Oh, there's that little endorphin rush. Love it. And it's gone. And it's gone. Never mind. So we need 2 blocks of granites. 2 blocks of granite. Do we not have any blocks of granite? Holy balls, have we used them already? Like, I'm sure when I was like creating like a bajillion chunks of granite, people were probably like, what on earth are you doing? And yet, look at this. I've used it all in nary 15 minutes. It's just all gone. Right, come on, lads. We need to build the builds. Build. Time waiteth for no man. Or dwarf, as the case may be. So we do have some monsters over here, which I guess we could go and kill if we wanted to. So we could do something like that. And go and murder. So there's a sapphire crab, a goblin, 2 sapphire crabs, and a goblin to brain. Oh, and some more quests to do. Oh, do love me some quests. Okay, what we got? Anything new? There's you. So we've got some, yep, so we need some more copper to win the battle at the lighthouse. Some copper over at Gamford Bridge as well, and some copper at the Lodge of Krasgarin. Alright, sure enough, I can supply all that good stuff. No problem. Nice and easy. So, we keep, you know, we're digging down. We're getting down quite far. But if I zoom out here, you can see that not even really halfway to the bottom of the map. As far as I think. I've never reached the bottom. I keep trying, but it does take quite a while for the dwarves to run up and down these. I mean, this mine shaft we've got going on here is pretty, and you can see how big the biomes are. Like the biome started up here, we're still digging through it at the moment. It's pretty massive. We have found these quite large caverns though, so I'm hoping maybe we can find something interesting at the bottom here. Maybe. It's going to dig down there, and hopefully we can have a... Oh, there's a whole bunch of gold on the ground here because we've been digging gold up. And some sapphires as well. Ooh, look at this. A rich vein of sapphires. And we actually have quite a lot of research. Now, what I want to do is get the blade forging. So I want the blade forging because that way we can get the swords, make swords, and start sending those off. We do have a little quest here to fight off the forces of evil once again, not for the first time. We've had quite a few of those, and I've battered them away each time with the powerful use of some copper ingots. Yes, right, the copper ingots. You can't go wrong with copper ingots. You just cannot go wrong with the copper ingots. Now, got some quests to finish off here. Let's finish off all those. That should then give us the ability to get the blade. No, we need advanced casting. Son of a bit. Okay, no problem. That's fine. Tell you what that does give us access to is the metal sheet, which we need to produce the... There we go, support beam. And we do need 3 of those. We'll build 3 of those. We'll build 5 axe heads. There we go. I need to... I've got another dwarf in as well, so I'll pop him in there. So far, so good. In fact, what I might do is I might make some fancy axes. Maybe some make some fancy pickaxes. Then I think we can sell those. Get some more cash. I've also built some more buildings. We've got a farm down here. We've also got a cookhouse. It's got a cook's making some beer. We've also got an arcane workshop. So this predominantly at the moment seems to make parchment, dwarven maps, and then you can turn that into a land survey, which then increases your mountain lore. It seems like a lot of resources and a lot of time to do that. But you know, I guess it's fine. And we could build a foundry, which is a much bigger, but it doesn't actually do anything at the moment. There's it's the same resources that you can build in the small foundry. So there isn't much point currently building it. I imagine at some point they'll probably make the higher end constructions being like some of the higher end components. You can only make them in the larger one. That would be my guess, but I guess we'll find out. So let's complete that one. So we've got some more quests on the go. Another thing I wish I wish that the quests would come up and just kind of go, yeah, we want this, rather than you having to go looking for them. Because having to go looking for them is a little bit of a pain. You basically need to scan through every single time that the quest marker lights up in the corner, just so you can find out who has sent you the request. What I do need to do is probably bring some dwarves down here. Now I think you are actually quite a good explorer. I think you're quite quick as well. Oh, found some baddies. That's it. You come over here. Dwarves, they can run and climb quite well, actually. Give them half a chance. Where are you going? Come back here. Oh, we found a skeleton horde. Look at that. A whole bunch of skeletons. So, this is an abandoned graveyard. So, this will keep spawning skeletons for as long as, basically, it exists. So, if we want to deal with that, then we're going to have to bring our dwarfies in to bop them. Now, I did outfit them all with bonus axes, so I'm hoping that they should be able to deal with it quite competently. That's the dream, anyway. They go in and mine from the other. I don't know why I decided to dig this, but I'm committed to it now, so apparently we're digging it. Look at them go. Oh, it's like when the Eurotunnel was built. Meeting from both ends. There we go. Both ends touching. Oh, exciting. Right. Oh, of course you can't get up there at the moment, can you? Okay, let's build some scaffolding. Let's do something like that. Oh, let's chill out a little bit. Oh, oh no, careful, careful. We're fine, we're fine. They should go now. Yeah, see, they got their upgraded axes, which means they should be doing a lot more damage to this thing as they pop it down. It's going down very, very quickly, actually. It's looking quite good so far, so good. Is there any quest? Oh, more skeletons incoming, but our dwarves are rushing off to go and bop them before they even become a threat. Giving them those upgraded axes was a good idea. And there we go. The graveyard has been destroyed. Where are you? Over there. Right, I actually want you to come over here. Where are you? What's your problem? Going to eat gloom beer. Okay, we'll go and eat gloom beer and then come back. I mean, the thing is, it's quite a long way to go and eat gloom beer, to be honest. It's quite a trek, isn't it, really? I don't know where you want to go that far, but never mind. Oh, are all these buildings damaged? Oh no, they've all collapsed, and I don't know why. Maybe slimes attacked them? I don't know. It's not ideal. That means I will need some more granite blocks. Do we not have any granite blocks? No, we do not. In fact, we don't have any granite. So granite blocks can be used to repair buildings, like these ones, where everything's collapsed. Oops, wasn't paying attention. And our dwarves are now digging deep and deep. And isn't this just a nice little... I mean, especially for an early access title. Already, it's looking pretty good. I mean, I did have one crash, but I've been playing this for about 8 hours now. And I've had one crash, and I think that's pretty good, to be honest. I had a crash almost straight away, but after that, it's been stable as a rock. And I have hit a few bugs. Like, for example, if you create a ladle with a curved handle, it doesn't count as a ladle, and so the dwarf in question will not do any cooking. That confused me for a little while until I read it up on Reddit. There's a few other little bits and pieces, but overall, you know, a very strong start for this game. And well worth a look. If you enjoyed Oxygen Not Included, if you like your colony, survival games, that kind of thing, then this is probably definitely worth putting on the wish list and keeping an eye on for when it comes out for its full release. So there we go. So this is Hammerting. I'll put a link to the game on Steam in the description. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.